Hey everyone, my name's Claire Horansky and I'm a senior this year at the college. I'm a psychology major and education minor, and I am one of the lead tutors for the Edgewood Middle School tutoring program this year. I'm really looking forward to getting into the schools in the next few weeks to tutor, and I hope you guys are too. So today I'm going to be going over a few tips given to us by the education department in order to get prepared for tutoring in the next few weeks. Attendance and punctuality is a very important part of the Edgewood tutoring program. So this year, the education department is able to provide us with transportation. So we will all meet at 11:55 at the Vans because our first tutoring session will begin at 12:09. It is very important to be on time so that you aren't wasting the time of the students that you are tutoring, but also the other tutors, because many of us will be traveling in the same van together to Edgewood Middle School. Another important thing to consider when going to the middle school is your appearance. You are representing the College of Worcester at the middle school to teachers, students, and possibly even parents. So it is important that you dress professionally in your College of Worcester shirt and that you maintain a neat and clean appearance. Before you start your first day of tutoring, it is very important to read and sign the confidentiality form. It's expected of all College of Worcester students to retain complete confidentiality regarding any information from or about Edgewood Middle School students or school staff or the student's home. However, I will say if a student shares information with you about harming another student, about harming themselves, or about another student wanting to harm them, you should immediately contact Sarah Dunlap, Professor Neptune, or Dr. Broda. If you are not comfortable reaching out to them, you can definitely reach out to a lead tutor and we can get it taken care of. Any concerns that you have for the student's well-being that you're working with, you should immediately report that to a staff at Edgewood. And again, if you're not comfortable doing that, you can talk to the lead tutors and we can get it taken care of for you. And lastly, there is no use of profanity allowed in the middle school, especially around the students. It is also necessary for you to complete a background check before you start tutoring. This background check is done through the education department, and it's required for you to be able to go into the Worcester City schools. So please get this done before you start your first day of tutoring. It's also important to note that you need to maintain a good moral standing throughout your tutoring experience, and please fill out the form that's attached before your first day of tutoring to show that you understand what it means to be in good moral standing and that you understand the consequences if you don't stay in that good moral standing throughout tutoring. So social media, please remember that students and parents with whom you are working at the middle school can access anything that you post online. So you are encouraged to be very careful about what you post on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, any sort of social media presence that you have. You're highly encouraged to put your accounts onto the private settings for your social media to just avoid any issues down the road. And if you have any inappropriate material online right now, please take that down before your tutoring experience begins, because I promise you that the students you are working with will Google you and will find your social media and will probably show it to their parents. So it's best to put that on private so that nobody can access that information. So the last thing I'll go over is content preparation. You'll probably have students asking you for help in many different areas, from science, social studies, reading, math, English. And if you have not spent much time in a certain area that they ask you for help with, you can definitely use Google or ask another College of Worcester student to help you out. I know last year I had a student asking me for help with long division, and I haven't even thought of long division since probably 6th grade. So I brought up Google and I worked it out and was still able to have a helpful lesson with my student. And you can also brainstorm different ideas and different ways of going over information, because one way to explain something may not help the student, but if you can brainstorm or get some ideas from your other tutors for how to help your student, that could definitely be a way to keep the tutoring sessions interesting and help your student learn in the best way that they need.